Hey Yogi, welcome to class. If you're new to the channel, I'm Ree and this is Burghley and Drake is knocking around somewhere. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. It is sick to practice with you on YouTube again. Before we jump into the practice, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do. It just helps us to grow on the platform. And if you enjoy the class, give the video a thumbs up, leave us a comment. All those things just help. In terms of this Vinyasa practice, you're not going to need anything specifically for the class in terms of props. It's just you and your space that you want to move in. So that being said, meet me at the back of your mat in a child's pose. Let's start nice and introverted today. I'll just encourage Drake to move. So come into the back of your mat. You can take whatever child's pose you like. I'm going to take the knees pretty wide and have the big toes touching. And then I'm just going to kind of crawl forward, trying to maneuver out of the dog's way. Keep reaching the fingertips forward here, maybe even coming up onto spidey fingers, so tenting through the fingers. Just to give you a nice stretch. You could sway gently from side to side, or you could find stillness. Start to engage your pranayama. So, maybe that's ujjayi, maybe that's just some nice strong inhales and exhales through your nose. Just checking in here, we're just arriving at the practice. It's always great to have a few moments where you just arrive and settle and just notice how things are showing up on the mat today. Maybe it was a drag to get on the mat and you had to really fight for it. Maybe you bounced on the mat. But either way, I think the work is done the minute that we commit to the practice and step onto the mat for our asana movement. So you've already made it at this point. The rest is just a bonus. Nice. From here, we're going to walk the hands back towards the knees and come up and bring the knees closer together so you're in a more traditional virasana. Nice. And when you come here, bring the hands, clasp them at heart center and open the palms onto the chest. As you inhale, feel your chest gently push against the palms. As you exhale, turn the palms away from you. Push the hands away as you round through the upper back and tuck the tailbone. Inhale, roll up. Drishti follows the hands upwards. Open through the chest. Exhale, roll down. So think seated cat-cow here. Inhale to roll through. The drishti is following the hands. Exhale, come down. So you're moving through the pelvis, through the hips at the same time. It's not just all coming from your back or your shoulders. Keep moving, inhaling and exhaling through the movement. And at the top here, release, cactus the arms, draw those elbows down towards the hips. See if you can spin the forearms up towards the ceiling so the backs of the hands are reaching behind you. Reach up, look up, and exhale, release. Nice. From here, take the hands behind the back, clasp hold of them. Have right thumb on top of left. Then take your clasp over towards the right. Draw your right elbow back and just allow your head to fall towards the right side. So maybe you want to just gently sway the head here in any direction over towards the right. You're trying to just, we're trying to uncover any bits of the left side of the neck that are feeling a little bit tight or just like they need to unlock. Maybe you have some stiffness in there from sleeping or from your day. So we're just trying to kind of find it. And if you find it, feel free to just hover there and just work it. Maybe that's just gently moving the head in small circles. Maybe it's a bigger motion, but just try to unlock anything you find there, any tension. We're seeking the tension. Nice. Inhale, come to center. Take the hands back behind you. Straighten through your arms. Lift your chest. Exhale, release, give the shoulders a shake, and then clasp the hands behind you again, this time left thumb on top of right. Inhale, send the hands away from you. So we're really trying to open up through the front body here. And then exhale, take your little clasped holster, I guess, over towards the left and draw that left elbow back. This time the left ear is seeking the left shoulder. And again, we're just going to move however feels like you can explore this right side. No right or wrong. You know, you're literally just trying to seek out anything that feels like it's got a bit of a niggle or something that you need to work through. Just trying to open up the neck. Nice. Take a couple more of wherever you've gone, whatever you're doing here. And then release. Inhale, take the hands back behind you again. Lift through the chest. Maybe this time the hands will seek the mat as you kind of puff the chest forward, draw the shoulders together. And then exhale, let it go. Have a little bit of a shake there. Fly in integration just to warm up. Well, everything I think. So take the hands outside of the knees. If you've been with me for a while, you know what this is. But essentially, we just want to frame the hands outside of the knees. So have the thumbs pointing up the mat, the fingers fanning out towards the side. Really grip the mat with the fingers here. Lift your chest. Inhale. As you exhale, drive your knees in towards your collarbones. Push the mat away. Push through your shoulders. You want to feel like you're trying to find some space in between your shoulder blades. Be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and let it go nice and gently on 1. Cool. Sit back to the heels. Or maybe if the feet need a little tap out, come forward. And then plant the hands. We'll just take some circles with the wrists here. So we kind of got into the hands a little bit there in that flying integration. So notice how they're feeling. Maybe they're already feeling pretty warm, which is great. If they are, maybe you just want to start to paw the ground. So opening and closing the fist, allowing the weight to transfer from side to side, and just feeling like you could move the pressure around onto the hands. Maybe you want to take some circles, and I'd invite you to just move however feels nice here. So you could roll through your spine, the head, the neck can move. We've kind of already sort of opened up a little bit through the airways of the neck. So now you can just kind of maybe move into that space with a little bit more ease, potentially. Keep gripping the mat with the fingers. We want engagement through the hands. Nice. Come back to neutral. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, and walk yourself into Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And again, no right or wrong for this first down dog. I just want you to feel out the shoulders. Notice how they're feeling. Start to move through the legs. And just start to explore your down dog. Come to a bit of stillness once you've had a little bit of movement. Bend the knees, lift the tailbone. Squeeze the inner armpits together so the armpits are coming towards each other. Let the head be heavy. Nice. Lift heels, bend knees. Bend, tuck the tailbone. And then ripple forward into high plank pose. Exhale, push back, down dog. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees. You ripple forward, moving through your spine. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Wave forward. High plank pose. This time we'll vinyasa. Exhale, lower and rise for the push-up. Drop the knees, drop the forearms, look forward. Come through into your up dog. Always drop the knees in those push-ups if you prefer. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, wave it forward. On the inhale, exhale, Vinyasa. Drop knees, drop forearms, drag your way into up dog. Wave it back. Down dog, feel the heat building. Lift heels, bend knees, bend, bend, bend. Tuck the tailbone, shoot forward. High plank. Exhale, Vinyasa. Dropping knees, dropping forearms, sliding through Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And push back. Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. From here, lift your right leg nice and high, 3-leg dog. Inhale, roll forward. Step that right foot next to the right thumb, drop your back knee. From here, come up onto the fingertips. We're going to lift the back knee and lower it for 10. So kind of trying to keep the hips exactly where they are. The work is in that left leg. Collarbones are shining forward. Keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. From here, plant the hands. We're going to do some jump switching. So we're going to jump, trying to keep the shoulders stacked where they are. So try not to let them go too far forward. It's not easy. And we're going to switch legs. So left leg will come forward. And we're just going to do that for a few rounds. So from here, lift the back knee up and switch. So jumping, switching, switching, switching. Last time here, switch. Nice. Drop the right knee down. Come up onto the fingertips. So you've got your left foot forward, left knee bent. Tuck the toes under, lift that right leg or right knee. And then lower the knee and lift. Lower and lift. So again, try to keep the hips exactly where they are. Try to lift your chest. We want the work in the hamstrings, in the glutes on this right leg. Lift in and lower in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold there. Plant the hands. We'll go again with the switches. So when you're ready, switch. Try to keep the shoulders in place. Switch, switch, switch. Last time, switch. Nice. Walk all 10 toes to the long side, left side of the mat. And come into your wide leg forward fold here. First one of the practice, so feel free to, ease your way into it. Go to a depth that feels good. Maybe it's not your widest. But wherever you go, have the toes slightly pointing in, heels slightly pointing out. It's just going to help you find a bit more space. Breathe in nice and strongly here. Use this as a reset for the breath. We've fired up a few parts of the body already. Notice how the breath is responding to you, whether you lose it in the focus or whether it sticks around. Try to bring it under control here. Nice. Gently lift to halfway. Bend the right knee. Swivel all of the toes to face the top of the mat. And then step that right foot back to down dog. Nice. From here, the left leg is going to lift. 3-leg dog. As you exhale, the left foot journeys up to the left thumb. Drop the back knee. Come up onto the fingertips again. We'll go again here. So lift and lower. For 10, of that right knee, I should say. 8, 7, 6, 5. Really kick through the heel. 4, 3, 2. Hold it on 1. Plant the hands. We'll go again with the switches. So jumping, right foot forward, left foot forward, right foot forward, left foot forward. This time we stop. Right foot forward. Nice. Come on to the fingertips. We'll do the lift and lowers again. So lower and lift. Kick through that back heel for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. All 10 toes turn to the long side of the mat again, and you fold down. Nice. Maybe you want to go a little bit wider this time. Maybe you want to take the hands, catch hold of the ankles, and just allow that to gently send you deeper. Keep lifting the tailbone. You want to send it up, 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 nice and high. The more you flick it, the more stretch you're going to feel through the hamstrings, through the groin, the adductors. Nice. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk back up to that right foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Down dog. Lift the heels, bend the knees. Roll forward on the inhale. Exhale. Half or full push up. Drop knees, drop forearms. Slide your way into up dog. And wave it back. Down dog. Awesome stuff. Right leg will go nice and high. 3-leg dog. On your exhale, right knee all the way up to right tricep. Inhale, take it back up. Exhale to bring it back forward. Inhale, take it back up. Exhale, right knee to left tricep this time, so as high as you can go. Open up that right knee, send the right foot over to the left side of your mat. Setting up for fall and triangle, so drop the back heel, reach the left arm up. Scoop your right shoulder blade under you to catch you. Nice, then flex through the right foot. Drag the heel back a bit so you can lift the leg. Nice, holding in this modified side plank. And then right knee will touch right tricep. The left hand will go down. Roll onto the outer blade of the left leg. Find yourself in Vashisthasana on the left. Keep reaching the hips up and sending them forward. Nice. From here, drive your right knee into your chest, look forward. And then how gently can those right toes find the top of the mat? Beautiful. Reach up into high lunge on your inhale. Find a bit of height. And go a bit deeper on your exhale. Sink in. Nice. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to sink. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open up. Find warrior 2 here. Find a warrior 2 that suits you. So widen the stance with your feet that way if you need to. Deeply bend that right knee. Nice. Inhale. Send that right hand to the mat. Reach the left arm up and over. Take side angle. Parsvakonasana. From here, we'll take a bind. So left arm is going to point backwards. The left thumb is going to point down. Left palm facing behind you. Bend the elbow so that that left hand goes somewhere behind you. Deeply bend the right knee. The right arm is going to feed underneath you. This time, the palm is going to face backward. Right thumb facing upward. Bend the elbow. Maybe you catch something. And don't worry if you don't. Just catch hold of your t-shirt or whatever's there. Of course, you could put a strap here, but I think just grabbing for your shirt is probably going to be easier. Turn the chest, look up to the sky, and then release. From here, walk your toes to the long side of the mat, forward fold. Nice work. Inhale to halfway lift. On the exhale, walk back to the top of the mat. Plant your left foot. All 10 toes are going to sweep towards the right long side of the mat. Come onto the outer blade of both feet. The left hip is dropping. Inhale, sweep the right arm up to lift the hips. You're trying to stack left hip under right. High horizon lunge. Exhale. Hands meet the mat. All 10 toes face the top of the mat. Step that right foot back to meet your left, down dog. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees. Roll through, coming into high plank. Exhale, take a half or full push-up. Dropping knees and forearms. Sliding into up dog. Waving it back. Down dog. Nice job. Left leg nice and high here. 3-leg dog. Left knee drives to left tricep on the inhale. Send it back up on the exhale. Left knee to left tricep on the inhale. Send it back up on the exhale. Left knee to right tricep here, all the way over. And then open up the left knee, drop the left foot. Turn onto the outer side of that right foot, drop the right heel. Reach the right arm up, setting up for fallen triangle here. So really lift the hips high, open through the chest. You want to scoop that left shoulder under you. So if you need to bend to scoop, that's fine. Flex the left toes, reach the left leg high. Come into this side plank variation. And then left knee to left tricep. Right hand comes down. You swivel to the outside of the right foot. Come into your side plank on this side. Keep lifting through the hips. Drive the left knee into your chest. How slowly can the left toes reach the top of the mat? Nice. From here, inhale, rise into a high lunge. Square the hips off here so you feel stable. Readjust anything you need to. I always like to fidget in high lunge. It's a bad habit. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Drop the back heel, open up, warrior two. Drop that left hip down. Reach the pubic bone upwards to tuck the tailbone under you. And come into warrior two. Recommit to the breath here. Nice. From here, as you inhale, reach forward, left hand inside of left foot, right arm reaching up and beyond you, coming into Paj Vakhanasana. Stay here or take the bind. So the right top arm is going to face backwards. The palm will face back, the thumb will point down as you bend the elbow. That sets the shoulder. Then the left arm is going to point backwards, but the thumb will point up this time. You lower towards your left knee and then send that left arm through. See if you can catch for the fingers. Maybe it's the wrist. Maybe it's your shirt. And then turn towards the ceiling. Turn the torso. Tuck the tailbone. Feel the bind open you up. Slowly release the bind. Walk the hands and the feet, so all 10 toes. Face the right side of the mat this time. And gently just fold forwards. Nice. You can go deeper as we did on the other side. Maybe the hands will catch. Maybe the head will touch the floor. They're all maybes. They're all possibilities within your asana practice today. They're just offerings, so take whatever feels good. Inhale, halfway lift here. On the exhale, turn, bend the left knee. Turn all 10 toes back to face the top of the mat. Plant your right hand. Swivel onto the outer blade of both feet. Turn all 10 toes to the left. You're scooping the right hip under you this time. Inhale, that left arm is going to reach you up. Imagine that it's pulling on something to lift you. That's lifting the hips. Right hip is stacked completely under left. High horizon lunge. Take one more inhale here. Slowly come back to neutral or facing the top of the mat on the exhale. Plant the hands. Left foot journeys back. Down dog. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees, roll through. Take your vinyasa. Dropping knees and forearms. Coming into up dog. Inhale on your arrival. And then push back. Downward facing dog. Nice work. Nice. From here, we're going to walk the hands back to the feet all the way. Nice. And then we're coming into Padangusthasana. So slide your left hand underneath your left foot, right hand underneath your right foot. Have the toes go right up to the top of the wrist. Yeah. And then from here, inhale, lift your chest, bend your knees, straight arms. Exhale, fold. So let the gaze go in between the legs. Let the head go. Bend your elbows deeply. Lift your tailbone. Keep the knees bent so that you have the bottom of your belly connected to the thighs. Only straighten them if you can keep that connection. On the inhale, lift a little, soften a bit through the arms. Exhale, we'll go deeper. Nice. Next inhale, release, look forward, straighten through your arms. And as you exhale, gently release the hands. Nice. Take the take the hands behind the back. Clasp one thumb on top of the other. Bend the knees so you've got that kind of low belly to thigh compression. And then as you inhale, straighten through your arms. Send the hands away. Let the head be heavy. Feel open through the front of the body. Feel the shoulder blades work to be as close to one another in that retraction as they can. Keep lifting through your tailbone. And then inhale, release the bind. Release the hands. Walk the hands back to downward facing dog. Nice. So from here, we've got a 10 count journey to the top of the mat. You could take a few handstand hops. You could walk one foot in front of the other. Just take whatever you need here. Wherever you're going, go there now. And then we're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1. The feet meet next to the hands. Top of the mat. Beautiful. From here, inhale to halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale to fold, Uttanasana. To rise, inhale, come all the way up, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands through the center line. Inhale, sweep the arms up, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Nice. Let the head be heavy here. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your left foot to the back. Turn all 10 toes to face the left side of the mat. And come into your wide leg fold again. Have a little bit of space on that, what is now behind you on that long right side. So we're going to make our way down onto our butts. So we're going to do that with the straddle lower. So take the feet nice and wide. Walk the hands as far through the legs as they will go. Come up onto the heels. And then really gently we'll land the butt down. Nice. So from here, really sit tall on the sit bone. So allow yourself to find a good seat. Open up the feet here so that they're not turning in, but we want them to kind of go out. And then feel free to just sort of hang's not the right word, but just to fold. And you could go a lot further than me. If you have a flat pancake, you can go all the way. But we just want to kind of get a little bit into the hips here, into the hamstrings. Keep flexing and pointing the toes. If you do that a few times, I often find that gives you a little bit more territory to move into. So have a go at that. And then just allow yourself to kind of be passive for a moment. We've been moving quite a lot through the practice. Have a moment here to just relax. Again, use this as another checkpoint for the breath. Come back to it. Invite it back. And then if you're folded, come up to a more regular seat. From here, we're going to let that left foot come to the inside of the right leg. So I'm just going to come onto my mat here because I don't like my outer ankle on the floor. I'm a bit precious about it. It's quite a bony ankle, so it hurts. We're going to set up for kind of like a side variation of Janu Shirshasana here. So let your right forearm come along the inside of the right leg. If there's like no way that that's going to happen, and there is a block near, I know I said you didn't need anything, sorry. If that feels far away, the block will shorten the distance, okay? So you're going to have that right arm down on the inside of the right leg. Try to keep the left sit bone grounded as you then start to reach the left arm up and over, and just feel this really big side stretch here along this left side. You want to feel like you're stretching from the left fingers all the way down into that left hip. Nice. You could stay here. You could catch for the foot with both hands and then turn to look under, but it's not a requirement. Try to keep the left sit bone heading towards the mat rather than lifting to get the deeper stretch here. And then come all the way up. Nice. From here, bend your right knee in and kind of plant it in front of you, the right foot. And then we're going to try to just open up in a different direction. So it's the same stretch, but seated. So we're going to try for compass pose. And there's lots of little places where you could stop along that journey and be there. So choose one that's going to feel good for you. Don't feel like you need to have the full expression of the pose. It's a big asana. So for me, I like to come into this by taking my left hand underneath the right foot on the outer blade of the right foot and lifting, similar as to how you would get into Ashtavakrasana 8 angle. And then you just want to kind of lift and lower here. Feel through that right hip, like wake it up again. And then we're going to try to get the right shoulder underneath the right knee. Now, you just need to have the leg higher than the elbow here. Same for Ashtavakrasana, they're very similar setups. So don't worry if you're kind of here. That's fine. We're working to kind of create this little rucksack, if you like, or backpack for the right knee, the right leg and the right shoulder. Then turn the palm of the left hand to face away from you. Catch now on the outside with the fingers pointing in of the left hand. And then I like to take the right hand away. That's my anchor to help me kind of stay balanced. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to turn and open that right leg as much as it'll open. And as I said, it's a big asana, so only go to where you feel okay. And then if you can, you're going to look under the left arm. So this is exactly the same as what we were doing on the floor. It's just a different expression. Nice. Slowly rebend the knee wherever you went and bring it back, release the foot. Let the right leg go out, let the left leg go out, and just come back to center, reset. Maybe you want to gently rock forwards and back. Maybe you want to be completely passive. We're going to take a couple of breaths here just to go back to neutral with the hips. Nice. Slowly come up. This time the right foot is going to seek the inside of that left leg and flex the left toe strongly. And then from here, that left hand arm will go alongside your left leg. And again, we inhale and open to reach the right arm up. Maybe it just hangs over. It doesn't need to catch for the foot. It can just be here, using the leverage of your upper body to stretch through your side body. If you do want to catch for the foot, do so, but then make sure to turn the torso so that you're not losing the stretch. We don't want, if you face the chest down here, essentially you're kind of in Janu Shirshasana, I would say. We're not looking for that. We want to open through this side body. We want to release some tension here, working into your right side. Slowly come up. And again, this time that left knee is going to bend in. So you catch hold of it, plant the left foot. Exactly same setup on this side. I've got an unusual amount of dog hair on my mat today. It's because they were both with me earlier. That's not relevant. Anyway, so we're going to lift the left foot. Right hand is going to catch for the outside of the left foot. And then we're going to lift up, so we open up through the left knee. And you can take some movements here. Any movements is fine. Also, please note, you could keep this right leg straight out for compass, but I just like it bent. I think it's easier. So. And the focus for me is the left hamstring in this asana, not the right side. So yeah, it's just, they're both different ways to do the same thing. So from here, we're going to reach that left knee towards the left shoulder. You're going to come onto the right sit bone to allow you to really just nestle in as high up as it will go, that left shoulder underneath your left leg. Left fingertips seek the mat. And then again, we're going to just open up. And, one side might feel harder than the other. This is my more open side. The other side is much harder for me to achieve. So just notice those imbalances. Looking underneath your right arm, turning your torso. Big stretch on the right side of body. Big stretch to the left hamstring. And then slowly release. Nice work. Take the legs out nice and wide. Cool. So we came down through the straddle drop down. We're going to try to come through the straddle stand up, okay? So from here, if you've been with me for a while, we've done this a few times. So take your feet nice and wide in your wide leg forward fold. And we want to make fists with the hands. The fists are going to come quite high up the legs in the groin space. From here, lift the chest. As you exhale, plant the fists, push off, roll over the tops of the heels until you come back. You might be off your mat, that's fine, into this wide leg forward fold. From here, we can scoot the feet towards each other and come back all the way up to stand. Nice. Okay, from here, coming down into our downward facing dog, we're going to make one more journey to the top of the mat any way you want to get there. So you could, again, take a few hops and have a go at the handstand. You could walk the feet up nice and slowly, stretching the hamstrings. But we're just going to do one more here. So wherever you go, set yourself up. And then when you're ready, be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, feet land on 1. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Nice. From here, bend the knees deeply, come all the way down to your butt, roll down, onto my mic, onto your back. Nice. Lovely stuff. We've been in the hips and hamstrings all class, so it might feel nice here to take a happy baby or a soft plow pose where the legs kick up over the head. I'm going to go for the happy baby, Ananda Balasana, but you can choose whatever you like. Take something that's going to feel just like a gentle way to finish the practice, really. This is your last asana before Shavasana. If you're in happy baby, maybe you want to take one leg out, straighten it, bring it back, the other leg. Maybe you feel really open now from all of the sort of stretches that we've done in the different zones or places. Maybe both legs want to straighten. And then come back to center. If you're in plow pose, start to make your way back all the way to neutral, bringing the legs over the head. And then wherever you are, meet me in Shavasana. Grab any props that may be around, even if that's just like a sofa cushion, that might make this Shavasana more relaxing for you. And close down your eyes. Let's take a deep inhale together here through your nose. Audible exhale. Allow that to be the last breath that you control. Move into that automatic place now where the breath goes into autopilot, as it does most of the time. And just allow yourself to be here, be in this place. Allow yourself to enjoy your Shavasana. We kind of moved a lot and took on quite a lot of big opening postures. So allow this to now be really restful. Stay for as long as you have available to you, yogi. As always, I will leave you here, but I invite you to stay for as long as you can and enjoy a really well-earned Shavasana. I hope to see you on the mat again very soon. Thank you for practicing with me, and as always, I bow to you and all of your efforts. Thank you.